Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k19 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz, and this is the final Raw before WWE Fastlane coming away next weekend right here on BrendenPlayz. I'm looking forward to this one. This should be a big night, and we'll start things off with a tag team matchup to get us underway as we check out our newly announced #1 contenders for the tag team championships. Can't really call them an up-and-coming team. We can't really say that well, they're new to the scene, because there are a couple of old veterans coming back for one more dance. The new Age Outlaws are here. They have officially accepted the open challenge that the Revival made, and well, we saw them last week hit the Revival straight smack bang in the face with the Raw Tag Team titles, and they certainly announced their return in a big way. The new Age Outlaws are back. An open challenge was made. They've accepted it, and we're hearing that they're back because they're not happy with what the Revival have been saying. The Revival have been saying that they are the best tag team of all time. They've been disrespecting the previous tag teams from previous generations. They even disrespected the legendary Hardy Boys when they defeated them and took the tag titles off of them. And after they beat the Hardy Boys, you know, they've all of a sudden gained a massive ego, coming around and saying how great they are. The New Age Outlaws are in action here tonight. They're taking on Lucha House Party, which of course is Kalisto and Lindsay Dorado. This might be their first matchup here on Raw together as a tag team. We've seen them a few times at NXT and on Main Event as well. Big opportunity for these two guys, and I gotta say, if the New Age Outlaws want to prove that they can still hang with the young guys, this might be the night that they will do that, because they've got two of the quickest men in the WWE. Two luchadors that will fly around this ring, that will test out those old knees, and whether or not they can still go here tonight. This will be a massive challenge for the New Age Outlaws as the Revival awaits them at Fastlane. As we said, a tough battle that will be at Fastlane. New Age Outlaws, we've seen them a few times here in Universe Mode in the past. They've been relatively good. They've shown that they can still go at a pretty high level. It's been a couple more years since that's been the case, though, since the last time we've seen them here in Universe Mode. So, you know, you have to believe that wear and tear and age will catch up to them that little bit more. So the challenge will be on. Are they good enough? Are they able to get back in the ring and truly compete at that high level? I'm going to find out at Fastlane. But even if they can't, they are trying to compete for the honor of the past. And they're trying to, you know, just give the reminder to the Revival that the legends can still, you know, the legends are still there. The legends can still go, and just because you win a few matches, just because you're having a nice little run, doesn't mean you're better than the previous legends that came before you. The Revival, they believe, as I said, they believe they can beat anybody on any given night. They believe that they are the best tag team in the world. They've gained this massive ego, and, well, the New Age Outlaws are going to try their best to put them back in their place. But I've got to say, the Revival, you know, to be fair, they've gained an ego because they've been very good. You know, you beat the Hardy Boys, who were nearly unbeatable. The Revival, the only team to have beaten the Hardy Boys, and you know, originally. So they have really proven that they can compete at the best level here in the world. There's no one better than Revival right now, especially on the Raw brand. It's now the kick here by Lindsay Dorado on Billy Gunn. Nicely done there by Lindsay, who's got a lot to prove here. Looking to enter the tag team division here on Raw, and you know, you get a victory over the New Age Outlaws. There's a kick over the top. Here comes Dorado, slides through, Hurricane Rana. Oh, that's what I'm saying. The New Age Outlaws are going to be tested here tonight, because you got two of the fastest men in the WWE to deal with. The agility of the Lucha House Party is going to be a real struggle, and the New Age Outlaws are going to be in for the fight of their lives here. The Revival, they won't be this similar style at all. It's going to be a huge contrast of styles. The Revival are more what the Outlaws will be used to. A couple of brawlers, two guys are going to beat you down and, you know, talk a bit of trash while they do it. Whereas the Luchadors, they're all about just worrying about getting the job done, quickening the pace, trying to tire you out, test your stamina. And they love to use the ropes as Dorado lands down on Road Dogg, who's now in this matchup. Road Dogg, Mickie James. The Outlaws, of course, are part of D-Generation X once upon a time, and you know, they are brash. They'll tell you what they think. They're not afraid to bend the rules themselves. They'll do whatever it takes. And they might have to when it comes to the Revival, because, as we said, the Revival, they'll do whatever it takes. They're not afraid to do all the same things the Outlaws would do in their heyday. And perhaps go even a little further. Clothesline there by Road Dogg. More tag titles on the line at Fastlane. Plenty more matches at Fastlane as well, including Drew McIntyre challenging for the Universal Championship against Samoa Joe in our main event. That'll be a huge clash as Road Dogg. Here we go, little shimmy with the rights and lefts. There's the big one. Down goes Dorado. Now Road Dogg looking to line him up, trying to put him away. Road Dogg gonna wrap him up with a pump handle and slams him down. Might be all. It's been a long time. Are we about to see the Outlaws win another match here on Raw? Hooks the leg and a kick out. Road Dogg, well, telling him what he thinks. And maybe a little bit of a message to the Revival as well. Road Dogg still in this match, in control despite Dorado's best efforts. And now the slap by Dorado, that's not going to do much. A chop. Chop-a-thon now, both men exchanging. Oh, picks him up by the throat. Road Dogg. So trying to go for perhaps a choke slam. You normally see from Road Dogg. As, let's say, Dorado. Now driven into the corner. Road Dogg missing. And again to the corner. This is good here from Dorado. He's hanging in there. This is a young man trying to pave his way here in Universe Mode. He hasn't really achieved all that much yet in NXT, and he's been, well, thrown into the deep end here tonight on Raw against one of the legendary tag teams. This is a tough assignment for him, despite the fact, yeah, the Outlaws, they're old. They're not afraid to tell you. They're not exactly new when we call them the Outlaws. We like to be nice. We're not going to say they're the old age Outlaws. We're friendly. We won't bag them out too much, but new is certainly an outdated term when it comes to the New Age Outlaws. They have a lot to prove when it comes to their age. They've got a lot to prove right now against the Lucha House Party, the Famouser. They are proving that they can still get the job done. Not yet, though. Kalisto wants to try and drag this out a little bit more. Is he delaying the inevitable? Because right now, Lince Dorado is down and looks to be all but out at the moment. Billy Gunn still keeps himself in great shape despite the fact he's not as active as he used to be inside the ring. Still competes around the world, though, occasionally. And he can still go, Billy Gunn. There's no doubt about that. He's been in this industry for a long, long time. He's had a long career. A lot of mileage on those knees, but he's still showing us that the old dog's still got enough in the tank for another big one. There's now Dorado in the corner. Now back into the corner of the Outlaws. Billy Gunn with a tag being made to Road Dogg. Here comes the tag team work of the Outlaws. And there it is, the axe on the arm. And Road Dogg will take Lince over the top. I wonder if he's going to slide through the ropes and do a Hurricane Rana. No, certainly not. He will just take his time and slowly go to the outside of the ring and decide what to do next. And he'll deliver a right hand. Not as exciting as the Hurricane Rana, but still effective. Road Dogg, I don't know if he's ever flown over the top rope in his life, but he's certainly not about to start at this point in his career. He wants to actually make it to Fastlane, which is not too far away at all. And if you try maybe a suicide dive, it might be suicide for Road Dogg's career. Right hand there by Road Dogg. And he's looking pretty good at the moment, though, Road Dogg. What he's doing is quite effective. And Dorado will get him back in the ring, though. Has to be some nerves here by Kalisto and Lince Dorado. Kalisto's had some terrific moments here in Universe Mode a couple of years ago, competing as a singles. But it's been a long time since we've truly seen Kalisto at a high level. He's got a big opportunity on Raw to prove that he can still be a premier star here on the brand. And Lince, this is well and truly his first showcase here on Raw. And at the moment, it's going pretty difficult for him with a gut wrench there by Road Dogg. Road Dogg has Lince down. Kalisto wants to tag. He's not going to get any time soon. And now Road Dogg going to wrap him up. Looking to slam him down once again. Hooks the leg. Gotta be it. But Kalisto still wants to keep this one going. You know he's a desperate man. And you can't blame Kalisto. He's tried everything in his power to get this match going. It just hasn't quite worked out for him yet. Lindsay struggling a little bit. Road Dogg, what has he got planned now? Lindsay Dorado trying to get to his feet. Kalisto still in the ring. Kalisto won't get involved again though. He's happy to move away. Road Dogg hits to the outside of the ring, decide against it. I think he bought it as a chair or something. Yeah, you can't use a chair, Road Dogg. Not the Attitude Era. We're not going to allow that one. As now, Lindsay back in the corner. The tag has been made. And here comes the double boots right there. Dorado's head into the boots of Billy Gunn, trying to get a tag. He's trying to get back up to his feet and get there, but Billy Gunn stands in his way. He's got an opportunity. Right hand. Gunn goes down. But Dorado, still no tag. I think that might be a mistake. He's got to get to his partner. As Billy Gunn in a bit of trouble now. Got the arm wrenched back. Lindsay, oh! And now, Billy Gunn is down. This is his chance. He could win this matchup here for his team. He could change it around, turn it all around for his team. He can get the tag as well. Dorado looking to go for the big win. And oh, Billy Gunn with a counter. And the forearm onto Dorado. And now Gunn. No, counter there by Dorado. And oh, went for the super kick, missing. And Billy Gunn, shot to midsection. Here we go. Famouser. The Famouser. And now Billy Gunn drags him to the middle of the ring. He'll hook the leg. Will this be all? The cover. Kalisto won't get there. And the New Age Outlaws, it's been a long time, but they pick up an important victory. A victory that will get them in the Tag Team Championship picture for Fastlane with a bit of momentum behind them. They may come out and say, yep, we want a title shot, but you've got to kind of prove that you're capable of doing it. And they have tonight. An important victory. And the New Age Outlaws, they have a meeting set against the Revival, Dawson and Wilder, who, well, doesn't look like they're going to come out here tonight and look to retaliate after the attack last week. Instead, they'll wait for Fastlane, the Outlaws versus the Revival for the Raw Tag Titles. To our other matches this week, Ruby Riott will take on Tamina one-on-one. Balor and Nakamura are going to try their hand again, teaming up to take on the American Alpha, Gable and Jordan. R-Truth is in action as well, up against the Viper, Randy Orton, who prepares for his steel cage match against this man, Braun Strowman at Fastlane. He'll be up against Sin Cara in singles action as well. Mickie James, we'll see this one. We'll see her take on Sasha Banks in our upcoming matchup. Big match for Sasha, looking to gain a bit of momentum for her triple threat title match. John Cena, the IC champ, takes on Insurgence as Kevin Owens. Cena's looking for a win just for his title defense at Fastlane. Riott gets a win. Balor and Nakamura, maybe this is a genuine team. Another victory for them. R-Truth can't beat Randy Orton and Braun Strowman, too good for Sin Cara. Now we'll go ahead and prepare for Sasha Banks, who will take on Mickie James as she gains some momentum potentially before Fastlane. So here we go, we're going to see some women's action here tonight as Mickie James, the veteran, is in action up against Sasha Banks, one-on-one. Should be a good contest here as Mickie James is certainly proving to be a tough opponent every time we see her in the ring. Well, what we do know, ladies and gentlemen, is that it will be Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Miss Money in the Bank, and of course, our women's champion Alexa Bliss in action in a triple threat match at Fastlane. Well, Becky Lynch has got a bit of a double chance. If she loses, she might have another chance to cash in as well. But for Sasha Banks, it's one shot only, and it will be everything for her to get a victory here tonight over Mickie James and just reassure everyone that she is more than capable and more than ready of potentially becoming, once again, the women's champion here in Universe Mode. She's been here before. She's had a pretty successful reign in the past, and she is more than capable of doing it all again. Sasha Banks, one of the most successful women we've got here in Universe Mode. In fact, she's got the most wins on Raw compared to any other woman. She's beaten more superstars than anyone else here on Raw. So, obviously, success has come her way quite often, and she has had plenty of it. Sasha Banks, a tremendous star. She is the boss for a reason, but tonight she takes on Mickie James. The bell is rung. Here we go. Won't be easy whatsoever as Mickie James, well, we haven't seen her at her best in some time, but she's still boasting a 56 win percentage, about the same that Sasha Banks currently has. So, Mickie James certainly can hang with anybody here in the current roster. So that's quite reassuring in my opinion. As now Mickie James will get Sasha into the corner. And good start here for James. Alexa Bliss, our current women's champion. She's had all the luck in the world. She's had a bit of time to really relax. Hasn't had to defend her championship for a while because she's had no challenges. The Riot Squad have been busy with dealing with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. That's been that big issue, and there's really been no one else that's really stepped up. You know, Naomi's had an opportunity. She missed out. And apart from that, not really many credible challenges at the moment, but that's all changing right now. Sasha Banks freed up, Becky Lynch freed up, both gunning for Alexa Bliss. And of course, speaking of Ruby Riott, she'll face Ronda Rousey at the upcoming Fastlane pay-per-view. Ronda Rousey, of course, a free agent, not affiliated with Raw. She is, but she isn't. She's not tied down to Raw. She can go over to Smackdown, compete over there as well. She's a free agent. Both general managers, Edge and Christian, for their respective brands, couldn't quite lock down a deal to secure her exclusivity, but so she'll be on both brands going forward. But what that will mean is that Ronda Rousey, if she picks up a win over Ruby Riott at Fastlane, well, she might be a potential contender down the line for the Women's Championship of either Raw or SmackDown. We'll see that match at Fastlane, Riott versus Rousey. And so far, Ronda Rousey hasn't been that great in the couple of matches we've seen her in, so we'll see if she can improve and get ready to take on Riott at Fastlane. As a kick out there by Banks. Well, Mickie James, no pushover. Hasn't won the Women's Championship here in Universe Mo, but you know she's more than capable of doing it on her night, as the inside cradle could be all here for Banks. More pressure being applied. A kick out again. What this will do for Sasha Banks to get a win over Mickie James is just calm the nerves a little bit. You know, before you come into a big matchup at a pay-per-view like Fastlane, you want to just come in there confident, but you know, also be reassured that everything's okay. In a triple threat match, sometimes things won't go your way, so if you can calm the nerves, come into the big event, knowing that, hey, I've done everything I can to do to prepare as good as I possibly can for this match, it'll just give you that reassurance heading into the match, and just calm things down a little bit. You know, Becky Lynch, you know, she can be quite brash, she can be quite out there, and you know, likes to call herself the man these days. You know, she believes that she's the man of the division. So Becky Lynch, very confident in her own abilities, and Sasha Banks, well, she calls herself the boss. We know she's very confident as well. But I feel like Sasha Banks at times, while she believes that she is the boss, I don't know if she really backs it up in the ring all that often. As we said, Sasha Banks, one of the premier athletes here in the Raw Women's division. We talked about how she's got more wins than any other person here in the brand, but yet only 56%. It's not that you know, far above the mark there. So that's nothing that special. Fortunately for Sasha, Becky Lynch has the same record as well, 56%. Seems like that's a bit of a happy number around here. But at the moment, one of those women will break out. One of those women will certainly show us that they are better than the numbers suggest. And triple threat matchup is all about the numbers, all about taking advantage of the numbers. And we'll see who can do that the best at the pay-per-view. Of course, Fastlane coming away next weekend right here on BrendenPlayz, streaming live on Twitch. And of course, available to watch on demand here on YouTube. Sasha Banks now up with the shoulders here of Mickie James. And wrapped up there. Of course, if you haven't seen it already, the big NXT TakeOver special took place a few days ago. Make sure you check that one out, including the big fatal four-way matchup between Sullivan, EC3, Adam Cole, our champion, and of course Andrade. And we had some twists and turns throughout the night as well. Make sure to check it out right here on the channel BrendenPlayz. There's now the hook of the leg by Sasha Banks. Could be all here. And we've seen the women come up from NXT with plenty of success. Will we see it again with Ruby Riott taking on Ronda Rousey? Sasha Banks has had plenty of success herself here on the Raw brand, as has Becky Lynch. And Alexa Bliss, well, speaking of NXT, Alexa Bliss came up from NXT, but she really didn't show the promise in NXT that she has shown here on the main roster. As now Sasha into the neck breaker, but didn't keep the shoulders down. Normally she goes for the cover straight away, and Alexa Bliss trying her best to distract the ref. It's not working. James just barely kicks out. Well, Bliss trying to do everything she can to keep Mickie James in this match, the referee not having any of it. Maybe our referees have learned their lesson from TakeOver. We had a few blunders there. We might have needed to have a bit of a quiet word with them to try and fix their efforts. As now the bank statement locked in. No, that Mickie James apparently had a boot on the rope. I don't know about that one. The referee said that she did. Now Banks up top. What is she trying to do here? Gonna line up Mickie James, telling her to get back to her feet. And Sasha Banks caught. Yes! Powerbomb. Mickie James could do it here. Could she cause an upset? Oh, that big kick! Gotta be all! Sasha rocked! Sasha in trouble! Here it comes! Mickie James! No! Couldn't find the DDT. And now Sasha trying to counter back. Shot to the midsection. Here comes the neck breaker again! Yes! This time, she'll keep the shoulders down! No help from Bliss. All she can do is watch on as the boss secures the win. Sasha Banks wins, and this is what she has gained momentum for. The triple threat match. Bliss defends against the boss and the man. It is Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch challenging for the Raw Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss currently holds. That takes place at Fastlane. Banks has looked fantastic. Of course, Lynch has looked the same. And I'm going to say Bliss might be a little bit nervous heading into this one. She's been, well, a little bit quiet as of late. She hasn't really done a lot to really prove that she is the dominant woman right now, whereas Lynch and Banks continue to win, and showcase just how good they are. Mickie James looked good though. She almost got the job done. As, oh no, Sasha's celebrating. And oh, Alexa Bliss from behind. Here it comes, the onslaught. The big DDT from Bliss. And now the offense is coming Sasha Banks' way. A blindside attack. And of course, Alexa just can't let Sasha have the last say. She hit the DDT. Looking for another perhaps. Now here it comes. Another DDT. Alexa now heading to the top. We're about to see some twisted Bliss. Twisted Bliss by Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks is down. And that is a statement made. And there might be the kiss of death. Alexa Bliss has a lot to prove at Fastlane. Will she do it? Can she beat two of the absolute best on Raw in Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch in the one match in the one night? One match to go here tonight on Monday Night Raw, and it will be Insurgents on their way to the ring. Kevin Owens in the middle, Elias on the left, Bobby Roode on the right. You want to call him by his proper name, Robert Roode. He likes to be a little bit more classier these days, and he'll have to be at his classy best when we get to Fastlane, because Bobby Roode, or Robert Roode, whatever you want to call him, he will be taking on John Cena one-on-one for the Intercontinental Championship. Insurgents have had their issues with Cena for months. Elias has tried. Kevin Owens has tried. Both have failed. One man is left for Insurgents, and that is Bobby Roode. Can he defeat John Cena? We've seen Owens and Cena before, and we're going to see it again here tonight. Kevin Owens will step up for Insurgents and try and weaken John Cena just before Fastlane. The Intercontinental Champion, John Cena, has started to really showcase his immortality and just how truly special he is. No matter what, Cena finds a way to stay at the highest level possible. And now, he'll try and keep the championship around his waist. We all probably thought Kevin Owens was going to get it done against Cena at SummerSlam. Didn't happen. Now, Bobby Roode has the chance to defeat John Cena and do the job for the team. Cena is as good as it gets here on Universe Mode. Not too far away from approaching 100 victories here in Universe Mode. Of course, with 100 victories, we'll celebrate with the golden armband. You'll see that coming up in the near future. As now Kevin Owens looking to shake the hand. Oh, come on. Cena's not going to fall for that. He just took one look at the referee and said, really, come on, just ring the bell. And before he could even ring it, Kevin Owens said, thank you very much. Here's the right hand and the early start. But the referee forces them to wait for the bell. And here we go. Cena getting KO in the corner now. Heads colliding into the turnbuckle padding. John Cena would love a quick victory to get out of here. Make it out alive because you got Elias and Roode ringside. All would love to get their hands on Cena before Fastlane. Speaking of Fastlane and Insurgence, Drew McIntyre, he is waiting. We haven't seen him here tonight, but trust me, he's been training the house down, getting ready for Samoa Joe. It will be the match of his life. The Universal Championship on the line. McIntyre and Joe. Cannot wait for that one. Can McIntyre step up and truly prove that he is ready for the big time? Guys like Strowman have tried. Cena has tried. Rollins has tried. Finn Balor, Nakamura, the best of the best have tried to stop Samoa Joe, but have all failed thanks to Insurgence's involvement. Well, I hope for McIntyre's sake, he gets a clean and fair fight. There's now Cena heading to the top. I don't know about that one. As Elias gets a chair in the ring, and Cena thought about going off the top, decided, you know what, let me just clothesline to the outside of the ring instead. Okay, I don't mind that from Cena. You change plans, that's fine, but you've got to make sure you've got something up your sleeve when you do so. Is now Cena, here we go, the fisherman suplex takes down KO as now Bobby Roode gets a little closer. Cena, I don't know if he's realised yet that Bobby Roode is right next to him. He can quite easily go over and grab Cena anytime. As now Cena will throw KO back inside the ring. Kevin Owens is down. And Cena now has realised and turns his attention. Elias is coming over. And he's going to get in the face of John Cena here. And now Bobby Roode taunting away. And Cena, shoulder lock takedown. Not going to have any of it, but Elias connecting. And that's it. The match has been thrown off. The referee calls for the DQ. Cena will win by disqualification. And Insurgents, I don't think they care. I think this is clearly a plan. This match is just a bit of a front for what the real plan and what the real idea was. To get Cena out there in a handicap scenario. Kevin Owens is in the ring. He's watching on. He's got a smile on his face. He's not too concerned. Bobby Roode wants him all to himself. Right hands by Roode, crashing the right hand into the skull of Cena. And now Cena, into the ring post. John Cena, a 2-on-1 mugging just before Fastlane. Elias drops the knee. Nothing the referee can do, nothing anybody can do. No one's going to stop Insurgents right here. Cena just being beaten down, unfortunately. Elias gets Cena back to his feet, and now Elias drift away. Cena taken down. And Elias is fired up about it. He's had his issues with Cena, and I'm sure this feels good to get the one back up on him. Now the glorious DDT. Elias and Bobby Roode take care of business. It was never about a match tonight. It was just about sending a message to Cena and taking him out when they had the opportunity. Fastlane is coming up in the near future. Next weekend on BrendenPlayz, you don't want to miss it, including Bobby Roode and John Cena on that show. It's going to be a big, big night indeed. The Raw exclusive pay-per-view, WWE Fastlane. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like on it and subscribe to see Fastlane and much more in the near future. So leave a like on it as well if you enjoyed the video. And of course, check out the description down below for a link to join our Discord. And of course, you got the championship history, you got the roster pages, much, much more. And of course, we're going to have the full wins and losses pages as well coming away in the future. Keep an eye out for that. Those little statistics that I keep on mentioning all the time that some of you like, some of you don't. You'll be able to check it out for yourself in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. See you next time.